P. Diddy's empire began with platinum records and flashing lights, but now it's Keisha Rowe's disappearance that threatens to bring it crashing down. Asterisk, asterisk. When the young dancer vanished after a private party at Diddy's mansion, no one dared to point fingers, but leaked footage, masked figures, and secret rooms have turned the spotlight from celebrity to suspicion. The man once hailed as a music icon now stands trial, not for what he created, but for what he tried to hide. P. Diddy, the legendary music mogul, once known for his unstoppable empire of platinum hits, luxury branding, and star-studded parties, now sat at the center of a courtroom storm no one saw coming. It all began when an anonymous hard drive was delivered to a New York journalist. Inside was hours of surveillance footage, timestamps, and clips that turned whispers into headlines overnight. The footage showed what appeared to be lavish private gatherings and hidden wings of Diddy's estate. Events that many celebrities once laughed off as industry secret. But this was no ordinary party footage. There were scenes of intimidation, strange rituals, and, more disturbing, a timeline that placed several high-profile guests at the house during the reported disappearance of backup dancer Keisha Rowe in 2022. Keisha was last seen leaving a rehearsal with Diddy's crew. Her family reported her missing days later, but the investigation went cold until now. The footage revealed her presence at one of Diddy's events that very night, blurred and grainy. The last recorded image of her was walking down a dim corridor inside the estate, followed by two masked men whose identities remain unconfirmed. She never reappeared in any camera frame after that. Once the footage was authenticated, authorities raided the compound. Hidden rooms were found behind mirrored walls and soundproofed basements, filled with cameras and archives that dated back years. Prosecutors claimed that this was a system built to protect secrets and erase them when needed. The trial exposed the dark network allegedly operated under the guise of entertainment, one involving manipulation, coercion, and power plays that extended far beyond the music industry. Former staff and insiders were called to testify, revealing chilling patterns and silent payoffs. But the real twist came when a second whistleblower stepped forward, linking this footage to yet another unsolved case, one that had no apparent ties to Diddy until now. With that, the narrative shifted from scandal to something more sinister. The possibility that this wasn't an isolated incident, but the unraveling of a long-protected empire built on control. As the courtroom awaits the final verdict, the world watches not just for justice, but for confirmation that even the untouchable can fall asleep. Cameras they installed for power become the ones that ultimately expose them.